this episode of Lovely Geriatric Mums.
So I made a cape. The only fabric I had available, these are basically from my pants. So today we're going to be talking about best tips, parenting tips that we've ever received, and then we're also going to give you some of our golden nuggets in the end as well. So shall I make a start then? Yes. Right. The best advice that I ever got was actually from my dad. I was sort of fretting over Noah's sleep pattern and me being so tired because I wasn't able to sleep, and him coming to bed and kicking me to bits. And then I was talking to my dad on Skype, and he said, well, when he's 40, he won't be coming into bed with you anymore.
Oh,
So enjoy it while it lasts.
it's quite nice to get some useful advice from their parents.
No, and from dads as well, you know. So that was a good advice, Daddy-o.
Any other top tip?
Yes, I do actually, and this is I used to have like this really uncomfortable chair next to Noah's cot, and I think it must have been Paul's parents, and they just said, why don't you just buy a big bed? And we just bought Noah his normal big bed when he was really quite titchy. I mean, just over a year, I think, and then we've been falling asleep in it ever since.
So yeah, I think when Mia was very little, because we were kind of really didn't know anything about this parenting thing and still don't. Hence all this advice. We asked people who we thought had well-behaved kids, or who we thought that seemed to like really manage the parenting really well. So we quite often asked for advice. And I think it was Ben's aunt, who they have like 4 kids, and they were all incredibly polite and nice and well-behaved. So we're like, well, so, you know, give us a secret. What should you do? And I think the advice that they gave us was good. And they said that, you know, has as little rules as possible, just ground rules, and you always stick to those. Well, we tried to do that, and it's working quite well. And like, Mia knows that indoors, he was like, we only have 3 rules. You can't stomp around, no toys on the table, and you have to wear pants when you're eating. He knows the 3 rules that we have at home, and the rest is kind of re-roam.
That's really good. I think we're going to do that as well.
Yeah.
I think we'll try that because it's not going too well at the moment.
And I guess the other thing was like, it was from my friend, and she said when Mia was a baby, like, don't stress too much about things, like, you know, don't make your life too difficult for yourself. Don't worry about cooking all the baby food from the scratch. Just buy one of those baby foods in a jar. It's fine. It's kind of that advice that happy mummy makes a happy baby.
The absolute top tip that I got was from someone, I'm not going to name them, who obviously had several children, and they came to visit, and Noah was a baby, and they were like, oh, that's so sweet. The best tip we can give you is don't have another one.
So what did you think?
At that point,
Yeah.
I didn't think much, because I think Noah was about 8 days old.
Yeah.
So I was a bit like, ugh. But yeah, I think I found out pretty early on. We decided that we weren't gonna
No.
bother. I think we had like a 20-second conversation. Should we? No, let's book in you for a vasectomy.
I think that's a top tip.
Yeah, top tip.
Don't spend money on kids. Just buy everything secondhand. Just buy stuff on eBay. Obviously not nappies, unless if you use reusable nappies, you can get those secondhand as well. But I mean, we didn't. You need nappies and dummies, and I guess baby bottles you need new. But most of the other stuff, just buy secondhand. Toys, buy them secondhand. Go to the car boot sales, buy your toys from there, because you know, new they cost like 30 quid. In a car boot, you get it for 50p. And it's not like they have resale value. Spend your money on going on holidays and give them some experiences, and give yourself a break. I think that's that's my advice.
Okay, so my top tip is about nappies. Poor Noah. Honestly, I set my alarm every 2 hours to change a nappy. So as soon as he peed, I changed to nappy. You know, sometimes even before he peed. Yeah, so don't need to change the
You must have gone through so many
I know,
nappies.
it was insane. 12 at least a day.
Oh my god.
I was completely obsessed, and I think that's probably, and all the way through the night as well. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why we had all these problems with sleeping, because my alarm would go, nappy time. Yeah, Don't stress about changing the
I could
nappy.
have bought your nappies used because they were unused mostly.
Yes. So the mummy fail just happened about 20 seconds ago when Noah came to the park bench and saw that there was there's like somebody's beer bottle on the floor, and he came and he picked it up, and then of course I'm here with the hand sanitizer straight away, and he's like, I'm sorry mummy, I thought that was your bottle. Mummy win. So very much into Star Wars at the moment, are both of our boys really, and Mio has a really nice Darth Vader with the cape.
Oh,
and Noah doesn't, and we had a bit of an upset about it yesterday. So I've lost the helmet. Oh no, mummy fail. But anyway, so he wanted a cape, so I made a cape. The only fabric I had available, these are basically from my pants.
It's not black.
I know, but I didn't have any black pants on hand, so yeah, so navy blue. So that's a bit of a mummy win. How about you?
Oh my god, I'm so bored of cooking. 2 meals a day at least, plus snacks and breakfast and everything. So, you know, we've taken some liberties, and also I've been quite happy with Mia trying new food. So he's gotten really into cocktail sausages. So there's been a few lunches where his lunch has been cocktail sausages with some kind of garnish with it. I don't know how healthy or nutritious cocktail sausages are, but you know, he's got the calories. It's nice that he's trying something new. You know, he's going to be fine in cocktail parties. Let us know your top tips, who you got them from, and are you going to pass them on, and what's your tips to pass on?
How to keep warm.
How to keep warm. It's a beautiful summer's day, isn't it? And because of the lockdown, we have to do this outdoors.
Stay sane and safe.
Cheers.
Cheers.